we have white defense attorneys coming out saying that they think that Amber Geiger will get off entirely, not have to face any punishment whatsoever after murdering. I'm not supposed to use that word because I'm not the judge, executioner, and jury, whatever. I forget the term. I'm not even thinking right now. But I think it's messed up. So she can just go into somebody's apartment, and allegedly, I believe Botham Jean was watching football and eating cereal. So we're supposed to believe her story that the door was ajar and that the lights were off. But my question is, how many of you eat cereal with the lights off? Not just that, but even if this was a so-called accident, even though her story reeks, in my opinion, it stinks. Something's wrong with her story. But and the fact that they came out where we had a Democrat judge sign a warrant to search Botham Jean's apartment for a little bit amount of weed, try to make him look like a bad guy, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, because it's insane, because a lot of people smoke weed in America, and do they deserve to be shot and killed over it? No, they don't. And Amber Geiger's story stinks really bad. And also, I think Dallas is probably going to end up having a civil war if she gets off or gets some light-ass sentence, because I think people are tired of this. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but I'm just talking about, like, it's starting to look like a race thing. It's looking like because there was a case in Minnesota where this Vietnam veteran, he defended his property from burglars that have broken his house twice, and because the prosecutor in that case said that he planned out the attack, whether he did or not or something like that, the whole point is that people were breaking into his house, smashing his windows, and stealing his property, that I felt like he had the right to defend his property and his own life. Yet, in that case, that Vietnam veteran was charged with murder for protecting his property. And in this Amber Geiger case, how do we know she didn't break into this guy's house, his apartment, and try to steal from him? Like, how do we know? We don't know. The only story we have to go by is Amber Geiger's story, and her story seems very suspect. But we have white white Caucasians. We have Caucasian defense attorneys that are saying that if they were defending her, they would get her off entirely. It doesn't make any sense to me. Her story reeks. It's suspect. Something happened. It doesn't make any sense. So we're supposed to believe the lights are off, and allegedly, I believe Botham Jean was eating cereal and watching a football game. How many people have the lights off for that? And also, how did she not hear the football game going on if he's watching football? It doesn't make any sense. If that's true that he was watching football at the time. Not just that. Why was the door ajar? Like, what was holding that heavy door open? Or can you actually have the heavy door? I don't know. The story stinks. I don't think she deserves to get off entirely, even if it was a so-called accident, which I don't think it was. Like, there's just something about the story stinks really bad. And we've heard several different stories from this case. I don't know if it's from Amber Geiger or how the media outlet has been handling this, but one story was talking about how she tried to open the door, and it was like it was struggling to get the door open, and then you know what I mean? I don't know. The whole story stinks. There's something wrong with it. I don't know. Like, whether something's accidental or not, I thought there's a consequence for your actions, even if because if you misuse a firearm and you take another person's life who was never a threat to you, I think that's a problem. Botham Jean never posed as a threat. He never hurt her. I think that it makes no sense. Like, not even hurt her, but like never seemed like a threat at all. It doesn't make any sense. Her whole story stinks. She says that she never even seen him, that she just saw a silhouette, which I don't even believe that story. I believe that's a lie. It just something's up. I don't know. All I gotta say is, thank God I don't live in Dallas right now. Thank God. I've always lived in Jersey, but Dallas is going to turn. Dallas is going to be so screwed up when they come back with the not guilty verdict, because it's already sounding like these. They already have it fixed for that. The way they wrote down stuff, and the way the Dallas PD and the Texas Rangers are handling this case, it just seems very shady. Like they're trying to help out one of their own, and that's not right. A man lost his life. His family's gonna be affected by this the rest of their lives. This is so screwed up. It's so sick, and it feels like this is messed up. This is messed up. I'm at a loss at words. This story makes me sick. I don't even like talking about it because it makes me depressed. It's disgusting, and I could see why people are thinking that and people are always like I agree with Kanye West that black people shouldn't play the victim, but in this case, it's looking like this whole case, this is not being handled right, and Botham Jean was a victim, and he looks like he's going to be an even bigger victim when it sounds like they're coming back with a not guilty verdict even before the case is even tried. That's disgusting. That's disgusting, and this is sick. This is sick. I don't even want to talk about it. This might be the last video I make on this. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't talk about this case anymore.